Hey, good morning, Stone Coast. I wanted to come to you and encourage you from this Sunday's teaching. First of all, if you haven't listened to it, I really, really encourage you to take some time to listen to it. We started a new series in the book of James, and it was just a very, very powerful Sunday because James is calling out of us. He's calling out of the Israelites. He's calling out of Jesus followers, to really live a life that matters. And a lot of us know, James 1:1, where it just talks about consider it pure joy when you face troubles of many kinds. And yet, like, what I want us to be really emphasizing here is that what James was up to was changing the world. Like, this was after Jesus had died, and now it was left up to human beings to bring forth the kingdom in reality with all of our reasons and excuses. So we put on the whiteboard, if you remember, we put what we're passionate about on one side and we put the tests on the other side. And we kind of asked ourselves, which side of the board do we actually live out of and how often? And the tests were a lot of the things like in our heads, the reasons, the excuses, our opinions as to why we talk ourselves out of living a life that really matters. And that's the other key to this was that we were saying that James was actually talking about people that are up to something that really makes a difference in the world, that is about the kingdom, is about loving our neighbors, about serving the others, dying to self. And it was interesting. I can't quote the verse off the top of my head, but it was actually saying like the master, meaning God, isn't even interested in what we're up to when we're only up to the things that we can do, because we don't need God in that. We don't need faith. So this idea of being challenged in our faith means we have to be up to something so big that we cannot possibly do it ourselves, that we absolutely need God to help us. And so in that, right, now it's like, oh yeah, now go to God boldly and don't be like that wave that gets tossed back and forth, but go to him boldly requesting his wisdom and his help and his power, because I absolutely need it. If we're going to make a difference, I cannot do it alone. And so this week I gave the challenge. I said, all right, what are we going to do? What are we going to put into action? Get uncomfortable. And I just gave a couple examples, like, maybe it's someone you got to ask for forgiveness. You got to pick up the phone. Maybe it's inviting someone to church. Maybe it's, you know, going out and being with people that you're uncomfortable being with. Maybe it's going out and serving someone. Like, it doesn't really matter to me what it is. It's like, but just get out of your comfort zone. And it's like, it's practicing these things. And the more we do that, it's just like a muscle. Yeah, the more we exercise it, the stronger it will get. And so, and then I talked about this Sunday that we would come back and share. And I was so impressed and encouraged by like how many people raised their hands. I want to take this on. And so I just want to encourage you and say, you know what? Just be up to being the church that God has called us to be. That you got this and that you can do this. And I've already like, I told you that I was going to engage in uncomfortable conversations. So I'm doing that. And it's like, I just got off the phone with someone and it was so interesting because this person was just saying, just say it, just don't beat around the bush, just say it. And it was so freeing and liberating because like I'm trying to always be protective and not want to hurt people's feelings. And so I was like, wow, that was cool. And so you're going to be surprised, right? And there's going to be conversations that I have and it's not going to go well, and that's okay. There's going to be some conversations that go great, and that's okay. It's really about just being who God made us to be, and to do the things that really put a smile on his face, that light him up, because it's really about bringing his kingdom. And these are the things that when we wake up every day to that, that's inspiring. That's worth getting out of bed for. And so be encouraged, go for it, give it a shot. And then on Sunday, we'll come back and we'll share about it. And stay tuned for a message because like the weather this week is supposed to be really hot. Saturday and Sunday, it's supposed to be like 99 degrees. So not sure what we're going to do yet, but I'll put an announcement on the website and in a newsletter and as many places as I can to let you know. We might have the service earlier. We might do it outside, things like that. So love you guys, and go and be the church. God bless you.